Breaking news for seniors across the United Kingdom. The Department for Work and Pensions has just confirmed what many have been desperately waiting to hear: a new £2,000 cost of living payment is officially arriving on March 4th. But who exactly qualifies for this substantial support package? And what do you need to do right now to ensure you don't miss out on these critical funds? If you're a UK senior or have elderly family members struggling with rising costs, you absolutely cannot afford to miss this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell right now so you never miss crucial updates like this that could put thousands of pounds directly into your bank account during these challenging economic times. The announcement comes at a critical time when millions of pensioners across the UK are facing unprecedented financial pressure. With energy bills remaining stubbornly high and food prices continuing to climb, this payment represents one of the most significant support measures introduced by the government in recent years. I've been covering benefit changes for over a decade now, and I can tell you that this particular payment scheme has been designed specifically to target those most vulnerable to the ongoing cost of living crisis. The timing couldn't be more crucial, as many seniors have already depleted whatever savings they had put aside just to manage day-to-day expenses through the winter months. What makes this payment particularly noteworthy is both its size and its targeted approach. At £2,000, it represents a substantial increase from previous support packages, which typically ranged between £300 and £650. The DWP has clearly recognised that previous amounts were simply insufficient given the scale of price increases across essential goods and services. But what's equally important is understanding exactly how the payment will be distributed. Unlike previous schemes where payments were staggered or divided into smaller instalments, this £2,000 will be delivered as a single lump sum directly to qualifying recipients' bank accounts. This approach allows seniors to immediately address their most pressing financial concerns without having to wait for multiple smaller payments. You might be wondering exactly who qualifies for this substantial payment. The primary qualification centers around age and benefit status. According to the DWP announcement, all individuals who are of state pension age, currently 66, and who are receiving pension credit as of February 25, 2025, will automatically qualify for the full £2,000 payment. This is particularly significant because pension credit serves as a gateway benefit that indicates financial need. But here's where things get interesting, and this is information many aren't sharing widely enough. There's also a secondary qualification path for those who don't receive pension credit but who do receive other specific benefits, including attendance allowance, personal independence payment, or disability living allowance for seniors. What's causing considerable confusion among many seniors, however, is the application process. So let me clarify this important point. If you're already receiving pension credit or one of the qualifying benefits I just mentioned, you do not need to apply separately for this payment. The DWP has confirmed that eligible recipients will receive the payment automatically without any additional action required on their part. This automation is designed to ensure that those who most need the support aren't excluded due to complicated application procedures or limited access to digital services. But this leads to an absolutely critical question: what if you're eligible for pension credit but haven't applied? This is where immediate action is essential. Recent DWP figures suggest that approximately 880,000 eligible pensioners are still not claiming pension credit despite being entitled to it. If you fall into this category, you need to submit your pension credit application immediately. While the official qualifying date was February 25, the DWP has confirmed a grace period that allows backdated applications. However, and this is absolutely crucial, these backdated applications must be submitted no later than March 3, just one day before the payments begin distribution. Missing this deadline could mean missing out on the entire £2,000 payment, an amount that could make a tremendous difference to your financial well-being over the coming months. How exactly will these payments be made? The DWP has confirmed that the £2,000 will be deposited directly into the same bank account where recipients normally receive their pension or benefit payments. The payment will appear with a specific reference code beginning with DWP call followed by your national insurance number. This identification is important because it helps recipients distinguish this payment from regular pension or benefit amounts. If you don't receive your payment by March 11th, which is the final date in the distribution window, the DWP has established a dedicated helpline specifically for inquiries about these payments, which I'll share with you before the end of this video. But what about the wider economic context that has made this payment necessary? The cost of living crisis has hit UK seniors particularly hard for several interconnected reasons. First, many pensioners live on fixed incomes that simply haven't kept pace with inflation. While the triple lock has provided some protection, the unprecedented inflation rates we've seen over the past 2 years have far outstripped pension increases. Second, seniors typically spend a higher proportion of their income on exactly the essentials that have seen the sharpest price rises: energy and food. With the average annual energy bill for households still approximately 50% higher than pre-crisis levels, many pensioners have been forced to make impossible choices between heating and eating. Food inflation has been another major contributor to pensioner poverty. Though overall inflation has begun to moderate, food prices remain significantly elevated compared to 2021 levels. Basic items that form the cornerstone of many seniors' diets: bread, milk, eggs, and fresh vegetables have seen some of the steepest increases. For those managing health conditions that require specific dietary needs, these increases have been particularly challenging to absorb. This is precisely why this £2,000 payment represents such a significant intervention. It acknowledges the disproportionate impact that these economic pressures have had on the older population. The government's decision to provide this substantial payment also comes after mounting pressure from advocacy groups representing seniors and vulnerable populations. Organisations like Age UK and the National Pensioners Convention have been highlighting the growing crisis of pensioner poverty, with recent statistics showing that approximately 2.1 million pensioners are now living below the poverty line. These advocacy efforts have clearly influenced the scale and scope of this support package. However, many of these same organizations continue to emphasize that while the payment will provide vital immediate relief, longer-term structural solutions are still needed to address the underlying issues facing UK seniors. What can you actually use this payment for? Unlike some benefits which come with usage restrictions, the DWP has confirmed that this £2,000 cost of living payment can be used however recipients see fit. This flexibility is intentional, recognizing that different households face different financial pressures. For many, clearing energy debt accumulated over the winter months will be the priority. Others may need to address food security or healthcare costs not covered by the NHS, such as dental treatment or specialized mobility equipment. Some may choose to invest in energy efficiency measures for their homes, which could help reduce future bills, things like draft exclusion, insulation improvements, or even replacing energy inefficient appliances. For those who do receive this payment, financial advisors suggest creating a simple spending plan to ensure the funds provide maximum benefit. While £2,000 represents substantial support, careful allocation can help extend its impact over a longer period. Consider categorizing your needs into immediate essentials, debt reduction, and preventative measures that might reduce future costs. For those with the capacity to do so, setting aside even a small emergency reserve from this payment could provide valuable peace of mind and financial resilience against unexpected expenses in the coming months. Beyond the immediate financial relief, what other support is available to seniors struggling with cost of living pressures? The Household Support Fund remains active across local authorities, providing additional assistance for essentials like food and utilities. Many energy companies also offer specific support schemes for vulnerable customers, including seniors. The Warm Home Discount Scheme provides £150 off electricity bills for qualifying pensioners, while the Winter Fuel Payment provides between £100 and £300 annually to help with heating costs. What's particularly important to understand is that receiving this new £2,000 payment does not affect your eligibility for any of these other support measures. Let's also address some common myths and misconceptions that have been circulating about this payment. First, unlike some previous cost of living support measures, this payment is not taxable. Recipients will receive the full £2,000 without deductions. Second, the payment will not affect other benefits you might receive, including housing benefit or council tax support. Third, while the payment is primarily targeted at those receiving pension credit, the secondary qualification pathway I mentioned earlier means that many seniors who don't receive pension credit but do receive disability benefits will still qualify. Finally, for those worried about means testing or having to pay back the support later, this is a direct grant, not a loan, and does not need to be repaid under any circumstances. For those concerned about potential scams, and unfortunately, these major payment announcements often trigger an increase in fraudulent activity, the DWP has issued clear guidance. You will never be contacted by text message or email asking for personal information to release or verify your payment. The department already has all necessary details for those who qualify, and the payment will be made automatically. If you receive any communication claiming to be from the DWP asking for bank details or other personal information regarding this payment, do not respond and report it immediately to the authorities. Remember that genuine DWP correspondence about benefits typically comes by post, not electronic communications. The impact of this payment will extend beyond individual recipients to benefit the wider economy as well. Economic analysts suggest that directing substantial support to pensioners is particularly effective because this demographic tends to spend a higher proportion of additional income rather than saving it, especially when that income addresses existing needs. This spending primarily occurs in local economies, neighborhood shops, services, and businesses, creating a positive multiplier effect in communities. While the primary purpose of the payment is alleviating hardship among seniors, this secondary economic benefit will help support local jobs and businesses that have also been struggling with the challenging economic climate. If you're watching this video and realize you might be eligible for this payment but haven't claimed pension credit, I cannot emphasize enough how urgent it is to act now. In conclusion, this confirmed £2,000 cost of living payment represents one of the most significant support measures for UK seniors in recent years. With distribution beginning on March 4, eligible pensioners will soon see substantial financial relief during these challenging economic times. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with any seniors or family members who might benefit from this crucial update. Subscribe to our channel for more timely information on benefits, support schemes, and financial guidance specifically tailored for seniors. Remember, staying informed is your best defense against financial hardship, and our channel is committed to bringing you the most accurate, timely information possible about support measures that could make a real difference to your financial well-being.